Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense will have the football first. Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
That's caught. It's Denmark. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wants to throw. It's Owens. Quick shovel pass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you...
Got some room there to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Owens. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, USC! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third. Quickly complete. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down.
Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Owens. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Bray. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, worked on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jeff.
Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Catch in the middle. It's Bray.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And that's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Owens. On target to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gray. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down. Well, what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the offense.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on it. I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking up.
Makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Clark. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Fights off the defender. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Are you coming into this game if they throw?
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
One of the reasons this this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this stuff.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never...
Got it in stride at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Jefferson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Dropping back, it's Owens. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Backed up now. Here's second and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to throw on third. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Makes the grab. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games